What if I told you that the Earth was flat? And what if I said you didn't need a rocket ship to prove it? In this video, we will go over some of the strongest evidence to prove such a theory. Before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at TheTrutherPiles. Now without further ado, let's begin. Flat Earth has taken off like a rocket ship itself. In the last few years, with more people coming aboard to seeing just how bad NASA lied to us. Everything from NASA themselves saying they photoshopped their images of Earth to people doing their own analysis. Within this video, we will be going over some of these key points that expose the deception and see really how far the rabbit hole goes. Number 10. Robert Simmons. Robert Simmons is a project analysis at NASA, aka Mr. Blue Marble. In a recent interview, Robert might have got himself into a pickle when he admitted that the images we're seeing from Earth was photoshopped images. He states they merely just take the data from Earth and make it into the ball shape we see today. Number 9. Where's the curve? Scientists claim the Earth should curve about every 3 miles or so. About the distance a human eye can see. When we examine their claim, we can clearly rule out any curve when we see places like Salar de Uyuni that covers over 4,000 square miles, or the Maldives, or how about the Bonneville Salt Flats? Clearly these places cover more than 3 miles flat of terrain. Number 8. How do planes land? One of the larger pieces of evidence is, how do planes land? If we're clearly on a spinning ball, then how do they? Planes are always following the Earth below them. They never have to take a nosedive to go down the curve of the Earth. But one of the bigger questions is, how can they land their planes? Think about this one. If the Earth is spinning, it would constantly be running away from the planes. You would have to fly on a whole different flight path than your destination just to reach it. One thing to add, a pilot never follows a curved horizon. He always follows a flat one, because the horizon doesn't have a curve. Number 7. The ground never moves. I think most of the time we overthink things too much. Some of the most simplest experiments can prove the biggest outcomes. You're in a helicopter. You're hovering about 30 feet off the ground for 24 hours, and the ground never leaves you. You're in the exact same spot as you was the day before. Explain that one, NASA. Number 6. Where is a picture of us upside down? If gravity is what is holding us down, then why do we not have any pictures of upside down cities? People riding bikes upside down? Think about it. We are in the age of HD cameras, 4K, thousands upon thousands of satellites. Not really, but we'll cover that later. By at least the 60s, we should have started to see these images, but we never did because the Earth is flat. Number 5. Flight paths. The round earther loves to throw a flat paths and say, how can I start on one end of the Earth and get to the other? But if they would clearly go to the flat path website and study these paths, they would clearly see that this is not the case. When have you heard of someone starting at one point on the Earth and going completely around? Never. It's impossible. You will only find yourself going into a large circle. Number 4. If the Earth is round, then how does Kansas exist? More than once you might have heard the saying that Kansas is as flat as a pancake. Well, this actually turns out not to be true. Back in 2003, a group of geographers went to test this pancake theory. Turns out the pancake theory lost the debate. Kansas is even flatter. So with a curve about every 3 miles, how could this be possible? Because the Earth is flat. Number 3. When the globe map was made, people believed the Earth was flat. You heard right. In 1492, Martin Behan made the globe map as a novelty. In these times, the majority of people believed that the Earth was flat. This globe just found its way into the school systems and became very popular, and everyone went with the idea that the Earth was round over time. Number 2. The boat never goes over the horizon. For years, we have learned that the boat goes over the horizon. Now let's take a look at the round Earth. Let's just say the boat is making its way down the curve of the Earth. How in the world would I be able to see it? I couldn't on a round Earth. With latest advancements in technology, such as high zoom cameras, we learned that was not the case after all. You can simply just pull your high-tech camera out and pull the boat right back in over the horizon with your zoom. Number 1. Everyone would stay dizzy. Okay, I know what you're thinking, but have some humor. But really, just think about it. All of us spinning on a ball. There would have to have some health effects from this. Just spin around one time and you're already getting dizzy. Spin around one time at 1,000 miles an hour, they'll probably kill you.